VPN, this is a very interesting topic, VPN. So in VPN is used to connect between your on-prem and cloud. Okay, so there will be two types of VPN here. One is classic VPN, which is that is not highly available, and another one is high available VPN, where you have two VPN gateway in the cloud. So even if one fails, you will have backup of another VPN appliance. So that is in a high level. So the benefit of VPN is it is very easy to set up, and the disadvantage of VPN is like it does not support high bandwidth. Let's say if you need a bandwidth between your on-prem and cloud more than for 10 Mbps, etc. So 10 Gbps. So it won't support. It only supports up to some 3 to 4, I believe. I'm not sure. And again, it will utilize your internet, bandwidth. Let's say if you have an internet link, so it will use that internet link. So it depends on the internet. Let's say if you have a 5 Gbps internet link, so the maximum you can reach up to 5 Gbps. And the other one is the traffic will go over the public internet. Okay, though it is encrypted and you have a VPN tunnel, still it will pass through your public internet. This is the concept of VPN. There is something called interconnect. Okay, this is very interesting. Those who are aware of in Azure, we call it as express route, right? So in GCP, we call it as interconnect. Interconnect is nothing but, so you have a GCP here. Okay, you have a GCP. It is you have a on-prem here. In the VPN, what you are doing, you'll create a VPN gateway here using your Cisco or any VPN appliance, and you will create a VPN here as well using Azure, cloud. Then you will create a tunnel. Okay, this will use the normal internet link. Okay, and this is not secure because this is a internet link, and a hacker can do something and get into your network. Okay, so now there and also you cannot have more than more bandwidth requirement. So let's say if you need more than 10 Gbps and all, you cannot do to send the traffic over VPN tunnel. There comes something called interconnect. This is GCP. This is your on-prem. Okay, interconnecting is nothing but you're directly connecting from your on-prem to the GCP location. Okay, you will place your router here and you will place one router here. Okay, you will connect your router directly to the GCP router. Okay, this is a physical connection and it will support more than 10 Gbps. Okay, I think
You mean say dedicated connection,
it's
you are
a
saying?
dedicated link. Yes, you're nobody, no one else is having access to it except your company. That's it. It is like dedicated. Physical. You're you're connecting a physical cable between it. Logically, like you're connecting a cable between your on-prem and the cloud. Direct connection. Okay. So you may have a question. How I will connect from here to here? So there comes service provider, your Airtel, Etisalat, or whatever. So they will help you to connect from here to here. So they will charge and they will lay a cable directly through their network from your on-prem to the Google Cloud. And this is highly recommended for the enterprise architect, enterprise level, because they'll have a huge data, etc. And it supports, in Azure and all, it support till 100 GB. Okay, so here there are two things. When you say interconnect, you'll say one is dedicated interconnect, and second one is service provider interconnect. Dedicated interconnect, for example, let's say you are in a Mumbai, okay, or you are in Pune or somewhere. Okay, you have a data center, Google data center in Mumbai, right? So you can directly connect from Pune to Mumbai through Airtel or some, they will help you to connect. Okay, you will place your router here, and that router will get connected to the Google router, and this is called dedicated. It will support high bandwidth utilization. For example, let's say you are somewhere in China where there is no, for example, take UAE. I'm in Dubai. I don't have GCP location. Okay, so I need to use Mumbai to host my cloud data, etc. So for me, it is impossible to connect directly, right? So that's where service provider will come. So I will go to Etisalat or Airtel, whatsoever available to me. I will tell that I need a dedicated connect. I need a connection from UAE to Mumbai data center. Okay, so what they will do, they in UAE, for example, like this. Okay, So this is UAE, for example, this is UAE, this is India, and here is a Mumbai data center, GCP data center. Here my on-prem data center. Okay, so if I wanted to connect, I will go to the service provider Etisalat. What Etisalat will do, they will place a router in their data center, Etisalat data center, and they will place a router on your data center also. They will connect this to their network, and from here they will connect to the Google data center. They will place a one more router here. So this is called service provider interconnect. Okay, the another one which I told, that is a dedicated, where you have from Pune you are directly connecting, because you have you have the reachability, right? The point of presence is there for this router here. Guys, are you clear? Don't go in detail, just a high level I'm explaining, because you're not technically going to work on this when you deploy Google Cloud, VDA, etc. So on a higher level, I'm telling. Okay,
Yep.
it's clear,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so in your Azure term, it is called as express route. In AWS, I think it is called as interconnect, I believe. Okay, so here also it is called as interconnect. So next, let's go to the. I will show you the demo of VPN. So let's do quick demo on VPN. So before going to do a VPN demo, I will delete all the peering, because already we have a connectivity, right? So I will destroy the connectivity. So I'm going to delete it. Here also I am going to delete VPN peering. So now I'm going to my Mumbai network. Okay, so see now what we will do, the agenda of the VPN. How, see now this is in Mumbai. This is in Netherlands. Earlier we connected each other using VNet peering, right? So now we will connect this using VPN tunnel. Are you clear, guys?
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that is why I broke the connection between the VPN tunnel. So let's go to the network first and assign the public IP address, because I need to take the remote of both the VM. Okay, now I'll close all the window which is open. Okay, so okay, so VPN peering, let me explain you. We need a few things in VPN peering. Sorry, VPN connectivity. Now I have my VPC here. This is my VPC in Mumbai, and this is my VPC in Netherlands. Okay, so I wanted to create a VPN tunnel. So I'll create a gateway. There is something called VPN Gateway. Okay, VPN Gateway is nothing but a representation of my VPN tunnel in Mumbai. So for this, I need one public IP address. Okay, public IP address one. Similarly here, this is gateway. Here I will also create a gateway. Okay, for this also I need a public IP address. Okay, this is public IP address true. Okay, then now I need to define one tunnel here. Tunnel is nothing but a representation of this network. Okay, so I will create a tunnel here, and also from here I will create a tunnel. So this tunnel will have all the details of this server. All the details means what are the subnets I'm having here, right? So once I create a tunnel, this will aware of all the subnet, what all the subnets this is having, and what all the subnet this is having. Okay, so we need two public IP address to create a VPN tunnel. So let's create the public IP address. Okay, I think we can create on the fly also, I believe, but Okay, I'm creating a public IP address for Mumbai VPN Gateway. Okay. So now I'm creating one more public IP address for Netherlands. Okay, so now I have a public IP address available here, one for Mumbai and one for Netherlands. This is I'm going to use for a VPN gateway. So for example, if you are on-prem, you will define it on your Cisco VPN appliance or any appliance. You should have a VPN, public IP address. Okay, so now we assigned public IP address and we'll take this in remote. Okay, so now I will go to the another VM, which is in Netherlands VM. I'll take the remote. This is my Netherlands IP address. Sorry, Netherlands VM. So now we are going to create a VPN tunnel between India and Mumbai and Netherlands. Okay. So first we will check whether it is able to communicate each other through internal IP address. So technically not. So once we establish VPN tunnel, it will create the connection. Okay. So this is my IP address. I'll copy the IP address from Mumbai. I'll try to ping it from Netherlands. Okay. I'm not able to ping it. So let's do the same. I'll pick the IP address from Mumbai. Sorry, Netherlands. I will go here. Okay, guys, you're clear, right? I'm not able to communicate from Mumbai to Netherlands and Netherlands to Mumbai. So let's go to VPN. Okay. Create a VPN. Okay, so I'll go with the classic VPN for simplicity. VPN One Mumbai. Okay, I'm defining the tunnel. Okay, tunnel means a representation of my site. Selecting the VPN, which is my Mumbai region. Okay, then I'm going to apply the IP address. This is the IP address. You remember I created two IP address, right? One for Mumbai and one for Netherlands. So that IP address I'm going to pick. Okay, so I will create here. I'll add the IP address. Okay, because I selected some other region here. That is why it is not. Okay, Mumbai. Okay, I'm adding the IP address. Why it is not allowing? I think I selected South.
No, that was populating. I think you need to choose that below.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I selected the IP address, which is now as I told you, right, I need to create a tunnel. Tunnel means I wanted to know the other end. Okay, the Netherlands end details. So I will select tunnel Netherlands. Guys, please concentrate here. Okay, Netherlands. So the Netherlands public IP address I need to give. Okay, so I have the public IP address for Netherlands, which I already created. I am giving it here. Okay, select IKE version. This is the VPN version. I'm selecting IKE v2 and you need to generate one key. So key, please copy key somewhere. So you need to give the same key in the other end as well. Okay. Now it will ask dynamic route based policy based. Dynamic means BGP. BGP means it will learn the route automatically. So I'm not going to go with the BGP now. I will select route based. Route based means, for example, you have in the here you have 10.1.1.0/24 and you have 2.0.24/24, and in this end you have 192.168.1.0/24, 192.180.1.0. maybe 180 is not a valid IP, it is a public IP, but anyway, for example, okay, route based means you want to allow only this subnet from here. Okay, that time what will happen, what you will say, you will route only this one. Okay, from this end you will say I want to expose only this subnet to the VPN, I don't want to expose this one. That time you will only define this subnets. Guys, are you clear now? Okay, when I
Yes.
define here, you will get to know. Okay, so now I will say route based. So it will ask remote IP address. Remote IP address means, as I told you, right, I want to expose only this one, 192.168.1.0. So this one you have to mention. Okay, so in our example, if you go VPC in Netherland, this is my only subnet. So I am going to expose all the Netherland subnets so that I can access everything from Mumbai. Okay. So if you have multiple subnets, you can add multiple subnet, or you can remove some subnets which you don't want to expose to VPN tunnel. Guys, are you clear? This is very important, because let me tell you why it is important. Let me finish this one. So I'm creating a VPN tunnel. So now one-way tunnel is established from Mumbai to Netherland. So now I need to create a tunnel from Netherland to Mumbai. So let's create one more. Let it finish, and we'll. So why the route based is very important, because, for example, now in Mumbai, now in Netherland, we have only one subnet, right? Which is our this one 196.1.0. So now from Mumbai you can able to access only 10.196.0.0/24. For example, if tomorrow you're deploying one more subnet, that is 10.197.0.0, that you won't be able to access through the tunnel because you did not define it in the route. Guys, you got my point. That is why route is very important.
That's
yeah.
good.
So one-way tunnel is done now. So there is tunnel. Okay, so it is creating. Let it create. Okay, I think it's done. One way done. Let's do one more from Netherlands to Mumbai. Okay. Still, I will for a simplicity, I'll put /t so that you will get to know when it is going to up. The tunnel will be up. Okay. VPN One from Netherlands to Mumbai. Network, my Netherlands network I am selecting. Selecting the region is Netherlands. IP address, you remember, this is the IP address, it is populating because I already defined. The tunnel is representation of other side, which is my Mumbai. Okay, remote IP address, which is nothing but my Mumbai public IP address. Okay. Mumbai public IP address, where it is. Okay, pip Mumbai. Okay, so I will copy this. Okay, so you remember the key which I copied, right? So we need to enter the same key. I'll select route based. Now I need to define the subnets in my Mumbai region. So if you have multiple subnet, you have to define all. If you have a single subnet, you select the subnet. So this is going to be accessed. This subnet, it means that this subnet is going to be accessed from Netherlands. Okay, so I'll click done. I'll click create. Okay, so let's wait. In the cloud VPN tunnel, right, you'll see something called pending. First handshake is pending. So the moment it will create, it will be green, and you should be able to access it. can monitor the traffic here. So it's still not up. Tunnel is not yet up. So see, guys, it is up now. Tunnel is up. And here you can see green established. So now I can access. This is my Mumbai VPN. See, from Mumbai, I'm able to access your Netherland VM, and from Netherland VM, I can access your Mumbai VM. Are you clear this concept? Any doubt
Yeah.
here? Okay. In your normal
Yeah.
infra, in your corporate environment, you will use a Cisco router or any on-prem VPN appliance, but in the cloud, you will use this wizard itself.
So you created
Guys,
2 public IPs, correct, Mohammed?
yeah,
Earlier
because
that.
yes, you need 2 public IP address to the VPN. It is not only for Google. If you take any, even AWS, Azure, minimum you should require 2 public IP address to do the site-to-site VPN. Not only Azure. Let's say you have a branch office and a head office. You want to create a VPN tunnel. You should require 2 VPN. 2 public IP address. That is the fundamental architecture for any
It's
VPN.
basically for, each public IP address for each VPC network.
Yeah. So this is the concept of VPN. So how we can establish connectivity between your different network VPC. But normally VPC connectivity will do VPC peering, but I don't have on-prem infra or on-prem VPN appliance to show demo. That is why I used this concept. I hope that idea is clear for you.